All right, well, episode 4 of The Walking Dead, Daryl Dixon, the Book of Carol, has dropped. It's available now for streaming on AMC and AMC Plus. Make sure you check it out. We will be discussing some spoilers here, so make sure that you have watched it before you dig into this video. All right, we're going to go right into it. In this episode, we got a lot jam-packed. 2 more deaths, a reunion that we've all been waiting for, running walkers, Carol with a shotgun, the answer to the who came back phone call, and Joel De La Fuente becoming more villainous. All of this happened in this episode. It was incredible. There were some things that I thought, man, I wish they would have done something different here and there, as always, right? But overall, the episode was really, really great, and we got the reunion that we've been waiting for, and we have 2 deaths, and I'll get into that in a second, and some answers, I guess, to that phone call. Which I don't know, like it just kind of feels a little bit anticlimactic to me personally, but you know, what do you guys think? Let me know what you think about that. So as we covered last weekend, Janae, of course, she has her plan to kill a bunch of people and inject them with that serum that she created to get into the nest and kill Daryl. So we got to see that play out in this episode. Carol, of course, got sort of in the middle of it all. She was able to avoid getting shot and did get stabbed with the serum, but took it out right away. So I don't know if that's going to play any kind of part later on in the series. I have no idea how instantly that thing takes effect. But she did get stabbed, but it did. I don't know if you guys noticed it. She did take it out right away. So that was interesting to see. A scene with Carol and Isabel, which I thought was really awesome. Carol sees that she got stabbed. And you know, before she got stabbed by Lassant, so he clearly has lost his marbles and is becoming more and more villainous as the series progresses. We see that Carol helps her put pressure on the wound, and Isabel actually gives Carol a clue as to where Daryl is. So of course Carol goes after Daryl, and we see that lovely reunion. It was really well played, honestly. I think it was great. I have no issues with that reunion at all. It's, built up. It was great. So I think my issue with that whole reunion was after the fact. It just seemed like it was like, thank you for being here, I miss you, and then like there was no real moment of getting acquainted. I mean, there was some conversation, but not much. So it felt kind of weird and disjointed to me personally, but that's okay. I still think it was great, and I'm glad that they got to reunite and fight off some walkers, and Daryl got to say goodbye to Isabel, and she died. I was really shocked that Isabel died in this episode. I was thinking that she would still be around for a bit, and clearly not the case. So I was not really anticipating that at all. I was also not anticipating our top villain to die in this episode either. So there's 2 deaths, both surprising, honestly. But it makes me really wonder where this season is going to go. And I mean, clearly Lasan is going to be the big bad now, and he has his army, and he wants the boy, and that's his goal, is to get to the boy. And so that's, he took up the baton after Janae dies. So and she dies a really, really interesting, gruesome death, actually. I was really shocked at how gruesome it was. And so she meets her end. So rest in peace, Isabel, and rest in peace, Janae. My goodness, there's so many things. We get to see running walkers in this episode, which, you know, is always so interesting when they're running. It just brings a different kind of element to the story. And I think you know, we touched a little bit on Carol and her grief, and I think that kind of comes up again in this episode. And you know, Daryl and Carol run into a couple. They kind of, to me, they've kind of felt really odd in the beginning, Theo and Dee Dee, and but they were pretty legit. And but the thing that really was really cool is the scene between Dee Dee and Carol, when Carol starts approaching the barn and she starts having sort of like a panic attack, thinking about her daughter, of course, and the grief of that, and you see kind of Dee Dee helping her through that, and I thought that was really, really great. And I don't know, you know, next week we're going to see Ash. We saw previews of Ash, so I'm excited for that and where his story goes. Yeah, I just think this episode was really great. I really did. I think I was mostly surprised by Isabel's death. I just, and surprised and not surprised. I guess like the kiss kind of gave it away for me. It was just kind of like, okay, that kind of sort of means that she's on her way out. Whether that's next week or the following or the season finale, I don't know. But that kind of gave it away for me a little bit. I'm curious to know what you guys think of the episode. And yeah, I am still in Europe, so I am weathering some sickness, but I'm having fun, and I hope that you guys have a great week, and let me know what you think of this episode. And yeah, we'll talk to you soon. Again, it's streaming right now on AMC Plus, The Walking Dead, Daryl Dixon, The Book of Carol. Bye.